Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. And guess what? Today I'm going to teach you guys how to make a closure wig at home. I haven't personally done that before, but then I think I could do it. I think I can do it. So I'm just going to run you guys through this little video, and then I hope it becomes a success though. But then I'm just trying my hands on something new. So let's get into the video. Yeah, so we are going to be needing a couple of things for this short project that we're about to do, and then we'll be needing this sewing thread used to sew the wig onto the wig cap for a perfect fit. Then we use a needle. Normally they use these C needles to sew the wigs, but then I don't really know where I can get some because I've roamed the whole place and I'm not getting it. So I decided to settle with this one. The C needle looks like C, like its name is it's a literal meaning to it. It looks like C, and then once you just pierce it into the fabric or whatever you are sewing, it just brings its head out like that, and then you're able to pull it out. Unlike this one when you have to push the button or push or push or push. Be needing this dummy head. Normally it comes with the G clan, but where I live there, I'm not getting some here. So I got this cute little pumpkin. Yeah, so we'll be needing this too. Then we'll be needing our butterfly clips to hold excess hair or prevent hair from coming into the way. Then we'll be needing these weaving cup. Yeah, so this is how it looks like. It fits all the head, and it even has this locker behind it that you can just, it's not a mask. Lastly, we need a wig. We need a closure. So I bought this 3-part closure, as you can see. 3-part closure, and then the bundles. This is body wave. Yeah, body wave. The brand is Tuneful. Yeah, Tuneful. Yeah, so let's get started. Make sure your weave cap is perfectly adjusted onto the dummy's head, and then put it to safety with the locker at the back. Just lock it inside to prevent it from moving sideways while sewing. With the help of your push pins, carefully pin down the closure to the middle of the weave cap. Exact middle. Pin it down. This is how your closure should look like if perfectly pinned. The ultimate secret in threading your needle is not to make the thread too long. Doing so will only render your work very, very slow as the thread continues to knot up in the sewing process. While others like to draw the lines on their mesh caps or net caps or whatever, I don't personally think I can do that on this kind of weave cap because of the nets. I think the chalk isn't really going to show. So I use imaginary lines. Like I create the lines in my head and I make sure I follow that pattern. The first stitch you make through the wig cap is the only one that should go under the weave cap. The rest of them just go up and then through it. So after sewing the first bundle, because of the fact that most of the bundles are a little bit longer than the assigned line, that's imaginary line that we are going to use, most people decide to cut the weft off, but I decide to put it back over the first line. I then proceed to sew the bundles and repeat the same method I use, as in pinning the bundles down to get a better grip of it so that it doesn't really slip off when you're sewing. Then I sew along that same line, removing my push pins alongside sewing. Continue to pin down your hair bundles in the same line that you have created in your head and then proceed to sew. After stitching my hair bundles, I now proceed to stitch my closure. So I stitch my closure very, very, very carefully. I don't allow the stitches to be bigger, as in the one like the stitches for the hair bundles. Now I make it a little bit smaller and invincible. After I'm done stitching my closure, I gauge the part at which the closure is, and I cut out the weave cap at that side. If you don't cut it out, your closure isn't going to show, and then nobody is going to realize that you use a closure. So I just cut it out. This is how your wig should look after cutting out the part where the net was and revealing the closure. Using 5 bundles of body wave 10-inch hair and then 10-inch 3-part closure, our wig is finally ready to wear.